Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today's video is going to be the review plus my opinion of the best budget mid-range device of 2017 is the ZTE Blade Z Max. I've been thinking about this and going over different phones like the Moto E4, E4 Plus, and it kind of boiled down that this right here was my favorite phone that I had of 2017 for a lot of reasons. This phone works extremely well. I'm going to give you my thoughts from what I have used of it. I'll give you a few specs, kind of just run it down a little bit to show you what the phone is running, but mainly on my experience of using it, how reliable it's been, how battery life has been, and all that kind of cool stuff here with this video. So let's go ahead and get in with this review. Okay, so taking a look around the phone here, of course in the back here you get your really nice ZTE branding, your rear speaker back here, your fingerprint sensor here, your dual camera setup here with a flash. On this right side here you have your textured power button as well as your volume rocker. I like it spaced out like that, makes it for a lot nicer look there. On top you have a secondary microphone. On the left you have your SD card. 2-in-1 with your SIM card right there. On the bottom, USB Type-C charging port, microphone, and of course your headset jack. On the front, you got a really nice 6-inch full 1080p display. Of course, you see a pulsating home button down here for notifications. Get your back and recents button here. Front-facing camera, and of course you have your receiver here. Now this phone here has been a phenomenal phone, very well made. I love the back grippiness of this here feeling. One thing that I would change about it if I could would be the rear speaker placement. It would be nice to be on the bottom at least instead of the back, but this thing puts out some pretty good audio sound, so not really much of a complaint there. Let's go ahead and power the phone on. Now the back fingerprint sensor is very responsive. Okay, I can power it off here, finger over it, and it is just extremely responsive, really fast, and no problems there. Now this display here being full 1080 is very solid. I mean, it looks really good for a 6-inch display. The phone is extremely smooth. I've not had any issues, no hiccups. It has been a very flawless, very good experience device. Now I do want to go in here and go into CPU-Z here to kind of just show you a few specs here that this phone does run. This phone does run the 1.4 gigahertz Snapdragon 435. It's an octa-core processor with an Adreno 505 GPU. And over here you see a 6-inch display at 1080 by 1920 with 368 pixels per inch with 2 gigabytes of RAM as well as 32 gigabytes of ROM with around 22 gigabytes out of the box, and with some pictures and videos on here plus all the apps, I still have 16.1 available. So really nice stuff there. Got system here, it does run 7.1.1 Nougat. Got battery, thermal, and sensors. All your sensors are right there. So I will go to a different app maybe for that. So down here at my device, this here does tell a few more things about your phone. So we'll go down here to sensors, and you will see that this phone does have gyroscope. So really nice stuff there for, you know, VR and all that kind of stuff. So it has all of these sensors here that you can see. So this phone really is a great phone, and honestly, like I say, I've not really had any experience or any bad experience using this device. Now we'll go into settings here for a bit, and we will kind of look around here. You got Wi-Fi calling, which is a really nice feature as well. You got Bluetooth, mobile networks. So you have, right now it's all grayed out because I have it in airplane mode and no Metro PCS SIM card in here at the moment. You got more here for network settings, tethered and hotspot, VPN, and airplane mode. So you got display here as well. You got a brightness level, adaptive brightness, wallpaper, sleep. Press power button twice for camera, screensaver, ambient display. It'll wake the screen when you receive notifications. Font size, display size, pulse notification light, and navigation key light duration. notifications, you got sound, apps, storage. So like I said, I got 15.9 used out of 32 gigabytes, so I do have quite a bit of storage remaining. And like I say, this does have an SD card slot. Now, as far as adaptable storage, let me go ahead and check that out here and just see if it does have that option. Well, I really can't because I don't have an SD card in the device. Battery here has been very solid, a very solid battery. And honestly, I mean, I can get through a whole day and then some, depending on how much you use your phone. Now, I get questions a lot saying how long does battery last on it. I cannot ever sit there and say the battery will last a certain time because everybody uses their phones differently. They have different apps on their phone, different launchers on their phone, and it all depends on how heavy or how light you use it. But as far as my experience goes, I've got a day and a half on battery on light to moderate usage, and of course about a day of heavy usage, so pretty solid there. You got call settings here as well, so you got Wi-Fi calling, call forwarding, call waiting, additional settings, voice over LTE, all that stuff that you see there with a Metro SIM card installed. Location, security, accounts, Google, navigation key, so you can change that around however you wish. If you want the back button on the right or on the left, you can change that however you want to. You got accessibility here, so you can have Lookout all in one toolbox, which is an app that I have to clean the phone. You got captions, magnification gesture, font size, display size, and all that kind of stuff there as well. Mono audio and color inversion, color correction, stuff like that. Got software updates, and like I said, it does run Android 7.1.1 Nougat. Now, there's nothing I can say negative about this phone, okay? I've had this phone for several months now, and I've not had one glitch with this device. This device has been solid. It has been, I'm telling you, there's nothing bad to say about this phone. I mean, it does run the octa-core 435 processor, and it's very solid, very strong. Got your drop down here, of course. You got all your toggles here for data, flashlight. You can edit all of these as well. Wi-Fi calling, hotspot, battery saver, and you can look right here. The screen is down very bright. So if I went ahead and just gave it full brightness here and went home, you can see this screen is extremely bright. And I mean, the camera here cannot show it justice, but I'm telling you, this is so vibrant and so bright. If the light was turned off right now, it would be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead here and turn down the brightness back to where it was. Got some tweaks there and everything. And every app that I have, I pretty much have the same apps on all of my phones, like Snapchat, YouTube Studio, Twitter, Power Director, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Messenger, I got the weather, the eBay, the speed test, all the, streaming like Hulu and Netflix, Waze. Great app there, by the way. Periscope, My Metro. So you see, I got a couple of Bible apps there, some shopping apps, Google Plus. All this stuff here is on all of my phones, and I've even played some really graphic intense phones on this device, and they seem to handle really well. Now, the games that I have on here as of right now are not really graphic intense, like Sonic Dash, Subway Surfer, Temple Run, nothing like that. Let me go ahead and download a game that I think would be pretty good here, and I'll come back when I get one downloaded and we'll check out some gaming. Okay, so my network tonight seems to be having some issues downloading games or any apps right now, so it's probably just a Wi-Fi issue tonight. But this phone here, like I say, is very solid. I love the dual camera setup. It takes very, very good pictures and good selfie pictures as well. Now, I do want to talk about, what a phone is really for. And that's for call quality. How is call quality on this phone? The call quality is solid. Okay, when people called me on this phone, they said that I sounded like I was on a landline. I was very clear. When I called somebody, it was very clear as well. No static, no problems, no hiccups. It was just a very solid device. Ringer quality, it is loud. However, if you got land against a flat surface like this right here, the back speaker is covered up, and you do have a harder time hearing it because it does cut down the volume by around half. So that's why I like a bottom firing speaker, a front firing speaker. That way it just protrudes out. You can hear it a lot better. as well, you know, instead of having to always keep your phone face down where the speaker is going up and you can hear it from the back there. So I'm going to go right now, take a couple of pictures on this device. I got my Alcatel Idol 4 here on Cricket. So what I'm going to do is just take a couple of pictures here, make sure that my camera lenses are good and clean here on the ZTE Blade Z Max. And I tell you, the price of this phone is just amazing as well. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on right now with port-in prices and all like that. Let's go into camera though here, and I'm on the front-facing camera, so I'll go ahead and turn this around, and we'll just take a picture here of the Alcatel Idol 4, and we'll see how it does look. So take a picture in 1 second, and of course the flash was on, so I got to turn the flash off because there is too much glare on it. So we'll take a look at the picture here, and you can see the picture here looks really good. Zooming in there, as you see, it's very, very solid. Alcatel there looks good. Really some good detail as well. Let's go ahead and back out of here, and we'll go to the front-facing camera, and I'll take a quick picture of myself. Let's just go ahead and make sure that the front camera here is clean of any smudges and fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. So give me 1 second here. And one thing about this phone, so I'm going to take a picture here of me and everything here. So let's go ahead and do that there. Okay, so that's a picture of me. Let's go ahead and look at it. And there is the picture. I mean, it looks really good, focusing in. A lot of detail that I can see here. It does kind of get a little bit blurry, you know, of course. I mean, the light in here is not the greatest. Outdoors lights are amazing on this device. So go ahead and do away with the Alcatel here now. And, you know, so I gotta say, one thing about this phone that I do like as well is the fact that you have 2 ways to power this phone on. You can either just hit the fingerprint sensor, turn the phone on, and you also got the added bonus of having an actual power button. So if you actually have the phone laying down, you don't want to pick the phone up and have to sit there and fumble around finding the fingerprint sensor and all like that. You can just hit the power button there and just put in your pattern, and you're ready to go right there as well. So I like to have that double feature there as well. So my overall thoughts about this phone here is great. It's fantastic. It's my 2017 budget mid-range device of the year. I got this phone for free in a port-in, and I'm telling you, for a free phone in a port-in, you will never, and I will repeat that again, you will never find a better phone than the ZTE Blade Z Max. From what I've used it for. It's just been solid. Every app that I throw at it works phenomenally well. No glitches, no freezing, no reboots, no problems at all. The back here is a really nice feeling back here. Like I said, the dual camera setup is really good for, like, you know, having blurred background, stuff like that. That's important to some. And just, you know, just my overall user experience on this device here, the phone feels really good in the hand. However, with smaller hands, it may be a little more uncomfortable with a case on it. But other than that, the phone just feels very solid. And I got to say, if you're wanting a really, really nice device for a really good price, if you're on Metro PCS, I would highly, and I say it again, I would highly recommend the ZTE. It's been a very solid device, and I have absolutely nothing negative to say about this device. So this has been my phone review of the ZTE Blade Z Max, plus this is my 2017 budget mid-range phone of 2017. So if it was helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions or comments you may have, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.